I recently read an article about the debate in the Japanese diet that had nothing to do with menswear, but it revealed everything about how we think about style, power, and confidence. A politician from the Sanseito party publicly criticized Prime Minister Takaichi's clothing choices. His argument, she should wear expensive, new clothes to diplomatic events because cheap clothes would make foreign powers look down on Japan. Takaichi's response stopped me in my tracks. She said she wears 15-year-old blazers, takes good care of them, and even with extra salary couldn't afford what he calls Japan's highest level items anyway. This wasn't just a political disagreement. This was a clash between two completely different philosophies of presence, power, and what actually makes someone look competent. And I think it revealed something very fascinating. Let's start with the Sanseito politician's position, because it's one many people would actually agree with. His argument was simple. Expensive and new equals powerful and competent. If you want foreign diplomats to respect Japan, you need to signal wealth and status through your clothing. Wearing old clothes or worse, cheap clothes makes you look weak. This is what I would call the peacock theory of dressing. The idea that presence comes from display, that power must be visible, quantifiable, expensive. And look, I understand where this comes from. We live in a world where luxury brands build entire empires on this thinking. And here's what struck me. The Sanseito politician was confusing symbol with substance. He assumed the symbol, the expensive new clothing, creates the substance. That if you look wealthy enough, people will assume you're competent enough. But think about this practically. Will foreign diplomats actually examine her blazer to determine if it costs $500 or $5,000? Can they even tell the difference between a well-maintained 15-year-old blazer and a brand new one? And will they even take the time to examine these subtleties, even unconsciously? I don't think so. They are evaluating her competence, her ideas, her presence, not running a quality check on her blazer construction. And far more important, what actually communicates competence in these settings? It's definitely not price tags, it's not newness. Perhaps fit, grooming, and appropriateness to context are important here. But they are supporting elements and not the foundation. The foundation is how you carry yourself. Now let's look at how Takaichi responded, because this is where it gets interesting. She didn't apologize, she didn't get defensive. She didn't try to justify her choices by claiming poverty or making excuses. She simply stated her position. I wear 15-year-old blazers. I take good care of them. I can't afford the most expensive items. And I'm fine with that. And then she moved on. I think that response revealed something sophisticated that the critic completely missed. Takaichi wearing well-maintained 15-year-old pieces actually signals discernment. She chose quality years ago and has cared for it since. Now, she probably wasn't thinking in terms of aesthetic philosophy, but this touches on a Japanese aesthetic principle called wabi-sabi, finding beauty in age and imperfection. A well-worn, well-maintained piece has character that something brand new cannot have. It tells a story. It shows you care enough to preserve something rather than constantly replacing it. The best thing about it, she's not trying to impress anyone with logos or price tags. She's wearing what works, what she knows works, and she's completely at ease with that choice. So what we are really seeing here is a clash between two fundamentally different philosophies of how presence and power work. We have the idea 1, power through display. This is the Sanseito position. Power must be visible, it must be expensive, must be new. The more you can signal wealth and status, the more respect you command. Your clothing is armor, a uniform, a billboard advertising your importance. Then we have idea 2, power through conviction. This is Takaichi's position. Power comes from inner confidence that radiates outward. Your clothing should be appropriate, well-maintained, and fit properly. But beyond that, it's your conviction, your competence, your ease. You're not trying to convince anyone with your expensive clothes. If you really need to show how wealthy you are in your clothes, doesn't it function as armor to protect your insecurities? Takaichi demonstrated something very well. Confidence can't be purchased. It has to be genuine. So what does this political debate mean for how you and I get dressed every day? First, I believe it reveals the trap of thinking expensive equals good. Price doesn't automatically create style. Quality matters, yes, but only if the fit is right, the maintenance is there, and it's within your means. You can absolutely wear a piece proudly if it has quality and fits you well. The price tag shouldn't matter at any point. Second, it shows the value of longevity over novelty. Takaichi's 15-year-old blazers aren't a source of shame, they're proof of good initial choices and consistent care. This goes completely against the fashion industry's message that you need new things every season. Building a wardrobe of well-chosen, well-maintained pieces that last for years, that's actually more sophisticated than constantly chasing what's new and expensive. Third, and this is perhaps most important, your energy matters more than your outfit. The solution isn't to dress down to match everyone else either. The solution is to own your choices completely. If you choose to wear something, wear it with confidence. And if you genuinely feel more formal than your peers, own your decision to have chosen your outfit. Maybe make a light comment about it or simply say you enjoy dressing this way. Most people respect confidence more than conformity. That debate wasn't really about clothing budgets or diplomatic protocol. It was about two ideas of presence and power. And I think Takaichi won that debate. Not through her arguments about frugality, but through her demonstration of genuine confidence. So here's what I take from this. Learn the guidelines of appropriate dress. Understand formality levels, fit, color coordination, all the technical aspects of dressing well. These things matter. Invest in quality when you can and take care of what you own. Wabi-sabi teaches us that well-maintained pieces develop character over time. You don't need to constantly replace things to look good. But most importantly, cultivate that internal ease. That confidence that allows you to wear what you choose without anxiety, without constantly seeking validation. I know it can be difficult sometimes if your friends have a different style. But that's totally okay. My friends dress differently from me, but we always appreciate different styles and give compliments. After all, it's about confidence and genuine personality, not the clothes themselves. So what do you think? Does confidence matter more than clothing quality, or do both work together? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.